Alright, everybody. This is Real Talk once again. This is Stephen here. I'm going to talk to you today a little bit about my past again, as usual, but I'm going to talk about living in Chicago. Chicago, yes. Right after Mr. Joaquin Guzman, aka Chapo, decided he was going to make Chicago his main hub in United States for the Sinaloa cartel. That is the last time I was living in Chicago. That was about 7 years ago now. I lived there for 5 years. So for about 13 to about 7 years ago, I was, or yeah, 12 years to 7 years ago. Either way, something like that. I was living in Chicago on probation for some misdemeanor gun bullshit. Whatever. I was living in Lincoln Park and Rogers Park. That's on the north side. I used to have to go through Humboldt Park and Wicker Park and all that, which is the Kings, to get to the west side, like over by Holman in Chicago, actually, where my family grew up, like where my grandma grew up was, not Holman in Chicago, but one street over is Trumbull in Chicago. That's into the neighborhood. Holman's the main street, Chicago's the main street, Trumbull's the neighborhood. Trumbull in Chicago is basically where I bought my dope when I was an active user in Chicago. Holman in Chicago is where all the junkies would meet up, especially on Fridays and Saturdays. In the morning, we'd find out where there were pass outs, right? So if all the timing worked out, you can get like 3-4 bags for free on a Friday and Saturday at that time. Just by, say Iowa and Chicago at this time, and Iowa and Augusta at that time, and whatever, Springfield and or Pulaski, and all this shit is in like this whole little block area. But it goes through the whole west side, through the whole south side. We have the biggest open air drug market in the country in Chicago. It's fucking embarrassing, crazy, all that shit at the same time. But whatever, it is what it is. On pass outs, they would line us up. They'd fucking line up the junkies, right? Like to the backyard, and then around the back of the house, and then like to the next backyard, and to an abandoned house, and it'd just be a big ass line of junkies. And then they'd start it at their time, and everyone would just go by, and you'd have your hand out, and you just each person just get one. If they're doing dubs, you'd have to pair up with somebody, and every 2 people get 1 bag, and then you go split it somewhere in an abandoned house and do your thing, and shit was just fucking wild, man. Like, $20 you get a half a gram, and that time it looked like maple syrup in the rig. Like, this shit was crazy. And it wasn't like fentanyl, all this bullshit. That's the reason I did the methadone thing. Like, down here in Tampa nowadays, like, this shit is just stupid. Nobody's reliable, and the police are everywhere, just like Chicago. But there's more in Chicago, actually. But either way, I just got tired of that life. I'm done with it. I turned my life on it. I turned around on it like 6 months ago. I pissed dirty the first day I went in the methadone clinic. Never again. Everything's been prescribed to me since. But those are my days in Chicago, and I've got stories and stories and stories about living up there, from like gang shit. I was a neutron, which means unaffiliated. Like in Cook County, going through the county, tons of shit about like different jobs, walking on water worlds. I got a check living here in Tampa from Cook County Jail because the FBI was there when I was there, revamping the whole thing because it wasn't on federal standards, so they were like breaking federal laws. So I actually got a check from the jail for the amount of time I was there. I think it had to do with I filed a grievance or two, and just how long you were there and shit like that, how many times you were there. All that mattered how big your check was. Mine was only $100, but it's a class action lawsuit with thousands and thousands of people. And, we all got checks, obviously. But, you got, hopefully this shit, get some viewers eventually. And y'all got some questions. I'd love to answer them about Chicago if you have any. Or about Cook County Jail. Or about the police. Or about my advice on getting clean or what you should do. Or any way I could help, man. I just want to get out there, man. I don't know how to, cause in NA, they're all about being clean, man. I'm just about beating that demon that's killing you. For me, it was the needle. The needle was fucking. I never OD'd, but man, that thing was killing me. I know it was. I know it was. You could feel it. I never fuck with meth. I've tried it. I don't like it. I don't like uppers. But it's that. I mean, it's all the same, man. It's all the same. It all fucking sucks. So, just, man, I've been down every road, so I never been a tweaker, but I understand it. I've lived with tweakers. I understand it. And if you don't like the word tweaker, I don't like the word junkie, but I use it. I'm a junkie. I used to be a junkie, or whatever it is. I just say it. It's just normal talk. I don't mean to offend anybody, alright? That's just it. So, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Alright, thanks for watching. Like everyone says, like I always be saying, hit subscribe and like, please, because I would appreciate it. Get to know someone out there just watching and shit, comment. That'd be awesome too. Maybe I can answer it. Thanks for watching.